please put your hands together. Very funny, hilarious, Everardo Ramirez!
Hello. Before we get started, I want to talk about something that happened to me earlier. Is something pretty messed up, to be honest. I accidentally smiled at a man on a unicycle. I'm just like, oh no, this guy thinks he made my day, you know? And that's not the case. That's not the case at all. It's not a smile of encouragement. It was more like, why did you learn this, you know? You didn't have to do that. So if any of you guys know that guy, please let him know I take it all back. I take it all back. All right, let's get into it. Anyone dating? Any dating people here? Do you guys know about dating? Have you done it before? Has anyone in this room experienced love of any kind in their life? Some people. Okay, let me tell you about dating. Sometimes you'll date someone for 4 years and you'll be like, I think I know how to be a good boyfriend, how to support my partner. And then they'll say something insane and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Recently, my girlfriend told me about her irrational fear. This is an adult woman with a fear of Wario. Some of us know Evil Mario from the Nintendo games. My girlfriend has a fear that Wario, might I say a cartoon video game man, is gonna come to our apartment and I'm gonna have to fight him? Why would I have to fight him? My girlfriend is way stronger than me, you know? Why should I do it? Also, like neither of us are gamers, right? Like I don't really play video games. I've never seen her play a video game. I didn't even know she knew about Wario. I'm like, who told you about him? Now we have to worry about this? She's also like, not only will you have to fight him, but I know you'll lose. Like, you don't know that. There's no way to know that, right? So anyway, this is a big part of our lives now. Wario. Evil Mario from the game. Very cool. My name is Everardo Ramirez. That's a Mexican name. And no one has ever believed me when I tell them that I'm Mexican. They're always just like, hey, no, don't say that about yourself. Come on. I'm like, okay. Keep that to myself. Like, I get it, right? Like, I don't look like what a Ramirez looks like for most people. And by most people, I do mean racist people. You know, but like to them, it's like the Ramirez, that's the cool hothead cop who's partners with the main guy in the movie. And they're always like, Ramirez, you're a loose cannon, you better settle down. He's like, whatever, man, I got a daughter, and then dies brutally. They're like, Ramirez, no, shouldn't have been a hothead like I said. And then they're like, we gotta finish this for Ramirez, right? Like, that's not me. I'm not a cool hothead cop from the movies. I look like someone who needs to take a weekend to figure out if they like jazz music or if they just want to like jazz music. You know? Anyway, do you guys know about heaven? You know the place heaven? Guys, do you know heaven though? Guys, I'm not religious. I'm cool like all of you guys, but don't fucking act like we don't know about heaven, right? Heaven. Who wants to talk about heaven? Is this how you become a guy? Is this how you become a guy downtown? You're just like, heaven. Let's talk about heaven. And you guys are like, I gotta go to H&M, actually, you know? I think about heaven a lot. I think about it a lot. I think about dying a lot. I'm not like suicidal or anything. I mean, I do want to kill myself. I'm not suicidal by any means. I just think about, like, I just want to make sure that when I die, I'm wearing something I'm going to be comfortable having to wear for all of eternity. You know that fact about heaven, whatever you died in, that's what you have to wear forever. Whether or not that becomes an all-white version of your outfit, who's to say, but you're stuck wearing it. And I don't want to get there on a day that I, like, just washed my jeans and they're, like, kind of tight. You know what I mean? And then the whole time I'm like, I'm just gonna stand. I like it. I'm gonna just stand the whole time. And they're like, can we bring this guy back to life? He's making everyone nervous, you know? So, yeah, those are just some thoughts on heaven, a place I also think doesn't exist. So it's good to think about all the time. Okay, I do want to, before I go, mention something kind of serious. A couple of years ago, we lost the singer of Linkin Park, Chester. He committed suicide. That's not a joke. That's not funny. That's a horrible tragedy that did happen. And I want to be very clear, I'm not making fun of that. But afterwards, there was people who were like, you know, there's a lot of subtle hints in their lyrics about depression. And has anyone here heard a Linkin Park song before? Okay, so we know. Subtle hints? Subtle hints about depression in a Linkin Park song. For those of you who don't know, there's nothing subtle about this band at all, right? Like, he's literally on stage, he's screaming at the top of his lungs. He's like, I want to die. And then there's like a rapper who shows up. He's like, I'm telling you, who wants to die? Who wants to die, you know? Anyway, man, that is not subtle. Why didn't we do anything? Okay, bye. Thank you, bye.